Thanks for joining us on 13 News at noon. I'm Dustin Grove, and we start with breaking news. The story we have been following all morning, a verdict in the Sean Diddy Combs sex trafficking trial. The music mogul has been found not guilty on the most serious charges against him. So let's show you what he was facing here and what the jury decided. They found Combs not guilty on the more serious charges, including sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and one count of racketeering conspiracy. Now, the jury did find him guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution. Now, this has been a 2-month legal case, including more than 7 weeks of trial testimony. Combs fiercely denied the allegations against him from the very start, and then the jury deliberated for 3 days before reaching this morning's verdict. The maximum penalty for each of the 2 guilty counts is 10 years in prison and a fine, but Combs' defense wants him to be released on bail as he awaits sentencing. So we will await a judge's decision on that and, of course, let you know just as soon as it happens. All right, now to the weather on this Wednesday afternoon, and we are quickly approaching the 4th of July holiday weekend. Sean, if maybe you already have the day off, what a great kickstart, huh?
It really is nice here because the muggy meter's down for now. It will go up this weekend.
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Man, my goodness, opening up the door this morning and stepping outside.
Breath of fresh air.
It was a nice little treat here. Let me show you those numbers from this morning. We had some 50s on the map. Hello there, Richmond and Muncie. 64 officially in Indianapolis here on a spectacular morning, the coolest we've had since June 12th. A quick warm up today. We've got the sunshine outside, and yeah, the 4th of July weekend, we're going to be back to hazy, hot, and humid, and occasionally going to be dodging a few raindrops as well. We'll have more on that in a little bit. Today, though, it's sunshine. That's the story. 82 with a dew point of 59. That's the key number today. That air is not muggy at all. Pretty comfortable outside for July standards. 70s now to low 80s, and we're going to see a quick warm up today, as I mentioned. I don't think we're going to be too far from 90 degrees. It's not going to feel terribly bad, though, when you consider how dry the air is right now with those dew points we talked about in the lower 60s. That means in the shade, it's going to be comfortable here. So get out there and enjoy it as we flirt with 90. We'll have more on those storm chances as we go into the holiday weekend, and a string of 90s in the 7-day as well.
All right, we'll see you in a few, Sean. Thank you. To the news now. This afternoon, an Indianapolis fireworks story is cleaning up after it was hit by burglary suspects ahead of the 4th of July, and it was caught on camera. Take a look at this surveillance video from Big Wick Fireworks. You can see, look at that. Shows a car backing right into the business and then pulling out so the suspects can then run in and grab the items. Police say those suspects were able to get away before officers got to the scene. Aaron Sparks owns the store. He was at home when he got an alert from cameras at the shop. He pulled up the video and was shocked by what he saw. He says that at least 5 to 6 people were grabbing fireworks from inside.
Luckily, there was a police officer pumping gas, and he got the call, and he chased them on foot. They didn't catch anybody, but we lost a few items, and overall, the front door is toast, but we got lucky.
Right now, we know that police are still searching for the suspects. Sparks says the store is still open for business. Still a lot of questions today surrounding the death of a 12-year-old boy in Cumberland. Police say witnesses told them Jeremiah Cotton had accidentally shot himself. But after an autopsy this week, the coroner ruled that could not have happened that way. This happened around 1 a.m. Friday. Police found Cotton with a gunshot wound to the head at this apartment complex here. He later died at the hospital. His mom told us that her son had been spending the night with a friend. 4 teens allegedly witnessed the shooting and told police Jeremiah shot himself. But the medical examination found the gunshot wound could not have been self-inflicted. So now investigators are testing evidence to try and determine who shot him. We'll let you know as soon as we learn more on that. And an 18-year-old man is now under arrest accused of a shooting on the downtown Indy Canal. This is the 2nd arrest Metro Police have made in this case so far. Anthony Ford now faces several charges, including aggravated battery, battery by means of a deadly weapon, and dangerous possession of a handgun with a prior conviction. The shooting happened a little more than a week and a half ago, very early in the morning on Saturday, June 21st. Officers found 3 young people, 2 men and a juvenile shot near West Michigan and Northwest streets. Metro Police tell us they also detained 2 people who had guns the night of the shooting. Officers arrested one of them, now faces a charge of unlawful carrying of a handgun, but the charge is not related to the Canal shooting itself. The father of a 5-year-old who shot his 1-year-old sibling is now set to be sentenced. Deontay Johnson was found guilty last month for multiple charges relating to neglect, drug possession, and dealing drugs. The mother of the children, Shatia Welch, is sentenced to 6 years in prison after pleading guilty to neglect of a dependent resulting in serious bodily injury. This all happened back in 2023 when police were called to an apartment near Teal and Old Romney Roads for a 1-year-old who'd been shot in the head. Police say a 5-year-old had access to the gun used in the shooting. Investigators also found drugs in both of the children's systems. 7 people are now serving time in federal prison for trafficking hundreds of guns out of an Indianapolis shipping facility. This is a huge case. The Justice Department says 2 employees at the facility stole 240 guns from several shipments headed to different states, then gave them to people to sell, including convicted felons. Since then, those stolen guns have been linked to reported crimes across the country. Here's a map of some of those places. Among those are deadly shootings, carjackings, police chases, and domestic violence incidents. So far, only 61 of the 240 guns have been recovered. The 7 people involved are serving a combined 25 years behind bars in federal prison. Nearly 1 year later, Ron G. Friesen's family and friends are working to keep his legacy alive. Ron G., as you may remember him, spent his life fighting to stop the violence in Indy until he became a victim. He was killed in a shooting. Our Alex Almanza shows us how advocates want others to get involved in their mission.
What started with one man and a poster board has grown into a larger movement. Now Ron G's daughter and his closest allies are calling on community members to step up and finally make a change. Before there were marches, before the slogans, there was community activist Ron G. walking, talking, and preaching peace.
In 2016, it was just him. He hopped on the bus, grabbed the poster board, and just stopped the violence.
On July 18th of last year, he became a victim of the same violence he tried to end. Now his family and friends are organizing Ceasefire Indy Day, a citywide pause for peace on the anniversary of his death.
We wanted people to come out today to see if they can be a part of our event that we're going to have at 38th and Arlington at the gas station where it happened at, or if they just want to host their own events in their own communities.
On Tuesday, they met to plan and pick up where he left off, relaunching the program that he started.
Nobody's a stranger. Like, we all could be friends, associates, whatever, but we're all fighting for the same thing, for the same cause.
After a weekend of back-to-back shootings, organizers say the timing couldn't be more urgent.
It just showed or just put a mirror up to the areas of opportunity that's in our communities for us to kind of mobilize a little more, be more aware, be more active, proactive.
Organizers say the message is simple. Peace takes people, and the movement needs more of them.
We were put on this earth to die for natural causes, not because somebody woke up one day and decided to shoot a gun, whether you meant to kill them or not.
Organizers say this is more than just honoring Ron G's legacy. It's about stopping the cycle of violence within our city. In Indianapolis, Alex Almanza, 13 News.
New at noon, we've learned the Indianapolis Animal Care Service has a new leader. Mayor Hogsett is appointing Amanda Dehoney-Hinkle to be named director. You see her picture right there. She served as the superintendent for Greenfield Hancock Animal Management for the last 9 years. Dehoney-Hinkle will replace Kelly Diamond, who served as interim director at IACS and faced opposition from multiple former volunteers at that shelter.